Okay, folks, and so for the movie, this is Wednesday, October 30th. We're in the 10th week, and we're in lab. So, folks, there are two handouts to pick up on bench one, and these are for our next two labs next week. And these are big units, you guys, a lot of information. So it's Chapter 14 in the lab manual, or Unit 14, Control of Growth. And the two handouts, folks, the first one is for Control of Growth Part 1. These are the experiments we'll be doing on Monday. And on Monday, we're going to be using UV irradiation of bacteria to kill them. And then we're also going to be introducing you to a cool technique called disk diffusion studies, where you can test different chemicals and their ability to kill or inhibit bacteria. So we'll be testing different antiseptics and disinfectants. But in addition, folks, if you have anything at home that you want to test to see if it's antimicrobial, just bring in a small sample, right? And just presume, you guys, the sample you bring in, it'll stay in the lab because it could get contaminated. But we can also do a disk diffusion study on a sample antimicrobial you bring in from home. Some people have used like herbal preparations trying to see if they're antibacterial. So just out of, it's optional. You don't have to do that. And then, folks, the second handout is for the Wednesday lab, Control of Growth Part 2. And this is we're going to be doing what are called the Kirby-Bauer antibiotic sensitivity tests. So we're going to see which antibiotics can inhibit or kill our microbes. And again, this will be a disk diffusion study. You'll need full PPE next week. And just, again, you guys just figure that you'll need full PPE from here on out. Okay, with regards to today, since we're not going to be transferring any microbes, and all of the microbes we're going to be looking at are going to be on solid medium, I would suggest you guys have your lab coats on, but we won't need goggles or gloves today. Okay, let me just put up here PPE. Okay. So, folks, the first thing we want to do then is gather our microbial cultures. So what I'll do is I'll stop the movie, and what you want to do is go to the incubator and pull out your big butt TSA slants. We're going to look for the evidence of growth, and then you also want to pull out your urine streak plate. Okay, and furthermore, folks, what you want to do is go to the fourth bench. The first tray is our lab's airborne microplates from way back in Chapter 10, Microbial Growth Media. And what we're going to do towards the end of the lab is we're going to count total number of colonies. We're going to count the total variety of colonies. And then we're going to have you practice describing the colony morphology. So you'll choose two different bacteria, and you'll be describing the colony morphology. We will be using, you guys, for your lab exam 2, the lab homework study guide packet B. We're going to be using this to kind of drive our discussion to make sure that we're covering all our bases, and if you have any questions, you can ask them. So you might want to pull out your Lab Exam 2 Lab Homework Study Guide packet. Okay, so I'm going to stop the movie here, and then we'll have you guys maybe get your lab coats on, grab your urine plates, your big butt slants, and then also if somebody from your team could grab the airborne plates. We'll be looking at all of those and recording our observations today. Okay.